Hey everybody, Trainer Joe here, bringing you something fresh. Today I'm going to talk to you about something that you have probably dealt with. Certainly, the majority of people who have gained weight, who have lost weight, end up gaining it back. I'm going to talk to you about the top 3 reasons that you gained it back so you don't have to keep doing that. The number one reason when you lost weight that you gained it back was you quit. You quit doing the thing that was working for you. The second reason, you quit. And the third reason, you quit. If you didn't quit what you were doing, you would have probably been successful. So the deeper question, the real question might be, why did you quit? You might have some ideas, but let's look at the likely reasons that you quit. One, you were doing something that was unsustainable, right? Cabbage soup diet, maybe. I remember my wife doing that years ago. Well, how long are you going to do that? That is not a sustainable program. So there are a lot of programs out there that you can't imagine you're going to do that forever. Why did you ever start doing that? Because you're going to quit that. So that would be a reason. The other reason, maybe you're doing a plan that is sustainable and reasonable. Well, why'd you quit that one? Because you believed a lie. You believed that it wasn't worth it. You weren't properly looking at cost versus reward. The discussion you had in your head caused you to be defeated. But if we go back to the unsustainable, right? So sometimes you're just in something that's not going to work, and that can be with exercise as well. If your plan is going to require you to be up at 4 in the morning and exercise for 2 or 3 hours, for many people that's just not a sustainable. You're never going to be able to justify doing that. So you've got those 2 reasons: unsustainable, food, exercise, or you're believing a lie, and you need to figure out how to keep going, because whatever plan you end up doing, it's going to have to be something you keep doing. And this is a little bit like when you do a plan and you're always bouncing from plan to plan from plan and none of them ever work. At some point, you're going to have to think about this reality. You being the right weight and realizing this is the right thing for me. Okay, is it? Is that the right thing for you? Is that what you want? Do you believe that's the right thing for you? Were you made to be the right weight? I think you were. It can be a little bit like providing for yourself, getting a job and making enough money to live. We all should do that. At least I believe we should. We all should do that. You need to take care of yourself. Now, it's fine if you did a job and you didn't like it, so you got another job, didn't like that, got another job. But to just say, I'm not going to work and provide for myself, that should be unacceptable. The same thing here. Did a diet, didn't like it. Did another diet, didn't like it. Did another diet, didn't like it. So I'm just not going to do it. No, that should not be acceptable. There is one that'll work for you, and it's up to you to find it, embrace it, and to do it. And I will end with this little story. When I was younger, I went to the state fair, and they had a game that you could play to win a big prize. And I got excited because you could win a huge Smurf, which my sister was in love with Smurfs. This game consists of a wooden rod like this with the string and a ring on the end of it. Your job is to lift up a bottle sitting on the ground. The bottle's on this platform at an angle. Your job is just with that ring to lift up this Coke bottle or this Mike's Hard Lemonade bottle. Lift it up so that it stands up. If you can stand it up, you win a big prize. Well, nobody can do that. Not off the cuff you can't, but you can learn to do it. I went home and I bought the contraption like you see here, and I learned how to do it. You win the biggest prize in the fair. It's huge. You know why? They don't expect anybody to be willing to learn how to do it. The other day we had a gathering and my 7-year-old grandson was there, and I said, Adler, this is something you could learn how to do if you want to. Before we left that day, he did it twice. I told him beforehand, you're not going to be able to do it today, because I sincerely believe that. He learned very, very quickly. Some people will have to do that game hundreds and hundreds of times before they are good enough to win the prize. And most people never think the reward is worth it. Big part of this is you deciding the reward of you losing the weight is worth it. Otherwise, you're not going to be willing to go back, and to play that game that you're going to have to eventually decide to play. You may not want to look at this like it's a game, but you're going to have to do something forever for you to lose the weight and keep it off. And it's not that tricky if you'll make the commitment and realize you were made for this. So let's do it. If this is helping you and resonating with you, do me a favor and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thanks a lot. I'm Trainer Joe, helping you train your brain and transform your body.